So you think City can win the league?
What? To win the league?
Yeah.
Yes, this is how it goes. The two teams in a position to win the league at this moment in time, because they have goals, it's Arsenal and Man City, followed by United.
Yeah, but who do you
I don't feel. I just told you. I want City to win the league.
No, you want City. Who do you think's going to win the league?
Arsenal or City? It's going to win the league.
Answer the question,
I just said
who's going to win the league?
Boom! Welcome to Fan TV and Chill as usual. Thank you for joining us. First things first, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're on YouTube, Instagram, and also we're on all the podcasts for you to listen to. So, I go by the name of Willis. Today we've got Damien.
What's up?
Mr. Gunner. On my right side we've got Arnold, South London's finest.
Chairman swag today.
So let's get straight to it. Title talk. Man United, Arsenal and Man City. It's heating up. Arnold, who do you think will pick up the Premier League at the end of the season? We're halfway. We just passed halfway through. Who do you think will pick up the title?
Why ask me for that? Just speak to.
No, we'll get to him. We know his feelings already. He's already said he believes his team are going to pick up the title.
Speak to that guy over there.
So what do you think?
United, we've only got Spurs to left in the season out of the top 6. We've only got Spurs. We've got the best running.
Yeah, but do we have enough goals in the team?
Listen. Rashford didn't score in the final, but we still won it.
If he did.
Huh? No, he didn't. It was an own goal.
But
It was Rashford who created the chance. If he
Wait,
doesn't
take
shoot,
it out, take it out.
fuck's sake.
What do you
But
mean?
it's like
I'll edit that bit out as well.
oh my
No.
days. No, you don't need to edit
No.
anything, bro. He's on smoke. He's on smoke.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
So answer Willis's original question that he asked you.
What? Man United are going to win the league?
Yeah, but I said, do we have enough goals in the team to win the league?
Yes.
From who?
Bro, we've got goals coming from everywhere. Sancho.
Okay, that's not even 50-50 at the moment. Like, man's below 50% on goals.
Listen, Jamar's in the building.
At the moment, we can't rely on Sancho for
respect,
goals.
Respect Jamar. Bruno will produce the goods.
Bruno's been performing, but he ain't been
Bruno
scoring.
will produce the goods.
He ain't been scoring.
You gonna answer his question?
Yeah,
Which
then-
one is it? Which one is it?
And then let's not forget about my guy Fred.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
What? So Fred's gonna win.
Produce-
Fred's gonna win the league. He's gonna score goals.
Producing us. And
I
then,
said to him,
and
where are
then-
the goals
and-
going to come from?
and
He
then-
starts naming Fred.
and then let's not
Did you
forget.
hear what the commentator said?
Let's not
he had to
forget.
apologise. It come off his shin. Oh, I do have to apologise for saying it come off his shin.
Let's not forget Rashfordinho.
Of course. So Rashford is one.
Rashford
okay.
is one.
Next one.
You've named one person so far. You've named one person that's relevant.
Anthony.
Okay, another laughing. Bro, what? Bro,
Listen,
I don't
these
understand.
will-
Just
listen,
give a
no, no, no,
realistic
listen.
perspective of us.
Listen. These players, they're not gonna. They don't need to get 15 goals.
I'm not even talking about 15
Huh?
goals. 10. 10 would do.
Yeah, and they're gonna get it. We've got enough games, and they'll do it. I believe in my boys. I believe in the Ten Hag system.
So you're now
Yeah.
going on here saying that you're going to win the league now.
We're gonna win the league.
Go on, same to you, Damien. Do you believe United have enough goals in them to win the league?
The thing is, like, obviously, to just not to answer the question, but to kind of put a little spin on the question that you asked me is, I don't. You know how people are saying that Man United in the title race. I personally, right now, I don't feel as if you're in the title race. The only reason why I say that is because, for me to believe that you're in the title race, I think your first. If I was a Man United supporter, my first target would be to get ourselves above whoever's in second, to be in second, and then I feel like you're in the title race because there's like what. There's like a low amount of games left in the season. I feel like you need to get yourself into the second spot first before you can start thinking about if you're in a race or not. But to answer the question you gave, I don't feel like you will win the league. No, I don't think you've got the capabilities to win it this season.
But don't you think...
Can I just give a little stat? No team has not won the league ever without one player that scored more than 15 league goals that season. Does anyone in the Arsenal team give you 15 league goals this season?
Okay, so to rebuttal your shitty stat.
It's not a shitty stat.
Yeah,
It's a
to
fact.
rebuttal it, we have a varied amount of players that score goals, which is why we're in the position that we're in. So, regardless on your start, to me, it makes no relevance. If we're going to move on to the question, I have to move on to Arsenal. And do I think Arsenal are going to win the league? I don't need to answer the question. I've said on there many a time. I think we're going to win the league. Even when we just had, even when we had our stumbling block in recent weeks, I still was confident we was going to win the league.
Hey, David.
And we're still carrying on. So,
Davian?
Yeah.
Listen, if you man don't win the league, yeah, block me.
Nah, me.
That's all I'm saying. Because all the vim these Arsenal fans have had,
Bro.
I'm tired. Yeah? These men are going to crumble. And I can see it coming now. They'll lose to Nottingham Forest. They'll lose to Fulham or something like that. Something's going to happen where these guys crumble. And
The reason why I feel like...
And United are going to be there, ready to pounce.
I know a reason why I
I'd
feel
rather
like...
chase Arsenal than chase City. That's all I'm going to say.
But you're right. But right now you are chasing both clubs.
No.
So your statement there is relevant because you're chasing both.
No.
You can say you'd rather chase Arsenal, but you're not chasing us yet. You still have it at top of Man City, which goes back to the point I just made.
I would say we're definitely in the title race because Man City or Arsenal lose one game or draw or drop a point. We're literally there. If we keep our form, we're literally there. That's all it takes. We're not far. It's not like we're 10 points gap difference. We're literally there, ready for them to make mistakes.
And they will.
So it's still a long... We'll make mistakes. I'm sure they'll make mistakes. There's still a long way to go.
That's part of the reason why I feel as if we win the league, because I don't feel as if any other team is going to be consistent enough to stay consistent for when we wobble. So
I would say...
You know you're going to wobble now.
no season is plain sailing for anyone.
But the thing is, I would say Man City...
You've had your...
We've had our wobbles.
And you're still sitting in third.
Now we're just on the up. Don't worry about it.
I would say Man City have the goals in the team, and to be honest, Man City this season, I don't think they've even fully got going. To be honest,
So you think City can win the league?
What? To win the league?
Yeah.
Yes. This is how it goes. The two teams in a position to win the league at this moment in time, because they have goals, it's Arsenal and Man City, followed by United.
Yeah, but who do you
I don't
think
feel. I just told you. I want City to win the league.
No, you want City. Who do you think's going to win the league?
Arsenal or City? It's going to win the league.
Answer the question,
I just said
who's going to win the league?
Every time.
Arsenal's City are going to win the league. I think I said this at the beginning of the season, so I don't know why you're asking me. But I'm talking about
We're talking
now.
today.
Yeah, I know I'm talking today. I've said
You have to answer the question 4 times before we get the answer.
I've said at the beginning of the season, I think City have enough firepower, goals, the manager, and the squad to challenge for the title. The thing about Arsenal is, luckily, well, it's not luckily, Arsenal are still scoring goals. If Arsenal, the thing about Arsenal and the thing about I find about Arsenal and their style of play, it's good and it gets goals. If their styles of play stops working for a little bit, it's different to Man City. Because Man City have a bigger squad depth, Pep can alternate that to try to get something, even if they're playing shit.
We're 24 games into the season now.
Yeah.
You can't really talk about if our style's going to change. Like,
No, I'm not saying it's going to change. I'm saying if you go through a rough patch, well, in recent terms you have, where it's not necessarily getting the goals. I'm just saying you don't have as much depth as City to be able to alternate your tactics. Should I say?
That doesn't make no sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
For me, it doesn't make no sense because, like I said, we're 24 games in the season, and we've gone through rough patches.
Yeah.
I think statements
More to come.
Statements like that for me, I just feel like they're false because you clearly see like Partey's out now. Who's filling in from Jorginho? Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah weren't performing as well. What did he do? Move Martinelli into the middle. Trossard was on. So I just feel like statements like that are just a few far-fetched. It's like you can't make statements like that no more. Like early on in the season, I could hear you with those statements, but now we're too far in the season now for that. Like Arteta has counteracted everything you just said.
Okay.
So it makes no sense. That's my personal opinion still.
Damien, I'm just going to ask you one question. Obviously, you're extremely confident now. Like, you probably on a scale of 1 to 10, you say you're 8 out of 10 Arsenal going to win the league? Would you say?
12.
Or 12 out of 10? Man said 12, rotted. And he didn't blink either. Jeez.
Well,
yeah. So, okay, in a parallel universe where Arsenal don't win the league, is it a failure this season?
Well, obviously. I said this before the World Cup, I think.
So it's a failure, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So what? So at that point, who do you blame? Is it a player fault? Is it a mentality thing? Or obviously we're speaking hypothetically.
It's hypothetical, so I can't give it. I can't give it. I can't.
No. But where do you? What do you think that will do for Arsenal?
What do you mean?
Because
what do you mean? What's the question? What do you mean it would do?
I think that could detriment you guys really badly if you guys don't end up.
I personally don't feel that way. The reason why I say that is because we've seen last season, like, man, that will sit. I'm not going to say us, but a lot of people have said, Arsenal to get top 4. It's very detrimental to what's happening. What's happened the season after.
So what you're saying? So basically, you're saying from that logic right there, you've just said that Arsenal are gonna miss out on the league, but then they'll be in the Champions League final next year.
That's not what I said.
That's basically, yeah.
No,
what happens the season after? We got Champions next season. We're in the Champions League.
So basically, clearly, your English ain't great because you do not know what the word detrimental means. Because what you just said detrimental to us last season. So me saying, you asked me the question about would us not win the league be detrimental?
You used the scenario of. It was detrimental.
What does the word detrimental mean?
Listen. You use the word.
What does the word detrimental mean?
Let me finish. You use the word detrimental to your performance last season.
You used that.
No,
you asked me the question.
Oh my God, you literally just said, they said it was detrimental last season in terms of how we finished.
But then
me the question look at us now. We're on the way. So you moved it into that situation. So I'm saying, by that logic, if it happens for you, then you'll be moving into Champions League final next season.
No, because the word detrimental means. Do you know what the word detrimental means? Just so I know.
Yes.
So
you haven't.
So it means it's not going to affect us going forward. That's what I'm trying to say.
What about City though? Like, I feel like,
and that's part of the reason. The way that City are is why I could be, why I'm seeming like I'm more confident than I would usually be, or what I would you expect an Arsenal support?
Yeah, but what about City though? Like, obviously everyone's just expecting them to suddenly go on this run. Like, what's going on? Is it a Pep thing? Has he done the tiki-taka? Has he just done the Fraudiola thing for too much, or like has he changed it around too much?
Nah, do you know what it is?
Why is the team just not? It's just not clicking.
I think. Listen, I don't want to be big-headed or anything like that for my club, but I feel like what I feel like what Arsenal are doing is affecting what City are doing, and it's facts. Like what we're doing because we're applying pressure to City. Yeah, like the last time a team applied pressure to like a Champions League, what did they do? They wanted to win it. That was Liverpool. We're pretty much doing not the same as them because they went off on one and we got those more points. But we're doing a similar thing, which is putting pressure on Man City. Let's be real. Like,
I don't think it's because of that. It's just a case of one, they haven't played to their full capabilities, and two, obviously they've got Haaland in the team now. So the team is playing differently and adjusting to the way Haaland clearly is to be seen.
See, that's what but this is what I'm trying to say. I keep saying it.
What?
People are not giving Arsenal the respect that they're due. Like, people need to start putting more respect on Arsenal. Don't sit here and tell me, just because they have No, it's because Arsenal are putting the pressure on. That's what it is.
We just sat here and said Arsenal have been consistent. Arsenal played well.
We're putting the pressure on City.
What about Man United? We're putting the pressure on as well.
Huh?
We're putting the pressure on as well.
You're right. No, I'm on the
We're outside now.
You're not putting the same kind of pressure.
We're outside now.
Not the same kind of pressure.
We are outside.
I hear you.
We're outside now.
I hear you in a sense.
Casemiro.
I hear you in a sense. I don't know why you said
but like you said, you are putting the pressure on Man City. But like you guys have been playing well. Man City haven't played to their full capabilities yet. That's just a fact of this season.
But you can sit here and say, since the World Cup, we're not even hit the heights we've hit before the World Cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a fair analysation. I'm just saying it's the same with City.
Huh?
And you've allowed United to get into the title race.
We've allowed you to get into the title race.
Yeah.
You get yourself into second and chat to me.
But anyway, it's a long season to go. Many more games to go. It's looking good for Arsenal at the moment. United as much as some people want to say they're not, United are in the title race.
We here, baby.
As long as we're consistent.
One trophy down.
And as Damien says, applying pressure, there's opportunity there to be taken. As usual, thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit the subscription button. We're on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Over and out.
Wow.